Hi everybody, welcome to our third week in Deep Fit. We are going to be hitting up the legs with the core kind of snuck in today. I have a 44-pound kettlebell, a 35-pound kettlebell, and you will need a box or a bench. We're going to be doing our pistol sits. If you don't have access to that, you can do a Patrick step, and I'll show you what that looks like when we get there. So head to your mat, reach your arms forward, open your knees wide, and put your big toes together. Settle back on those hips. Take a few deep breaths. Quick scan of the body. Feel those lungs fill up. And then empty. Push up and back into that downward facing dog. Drive into your hands. Push into your thumb and first finger. And then let your feet be a little bit wider than your hips and then bend your knees. So with our down dog, we really want to make sure that we're getting our butt high in the air. So a lot of times it's difficult to make that happen if you have tight hamstrings. So just let your knees bend, grab tight through the belly, and then drive your chest back towards your thighs. So if you're kind of in this position, we could try to get further back. Then you feel the back and the core hold support and that stretch through the legs. Depending on your flexibility, maybe you can stretch your heels down to the ground and straighten the legs, but you got to keep that butt up in the air. Feel the belly engage a little more. Straighten the arms. Make the arms straight. Let your hips shift to the left. Let your hips shift to the right. Keep that breath going. Shift to the left and shift to the right. All right, bring your body forward. We're going to get our back extension. So you have your plank position, and then you let the hips drop. Open the chest, knees drop, and then tuck your chin back. Tuck it back. Line the back of the head way back behind your shoulders if you can. So we're not leaning back, but tucking back. All right, push your knees up off the ground. Drive those hips up and back again. Bend your knees. Get your butt up in the air. If you'd like, you can straighten. Walk your hands back to your feet. Forward fold here. You can bend one elbow, then the other again. Open your feet out nice and wide. We're going to go into our ancestral squat. Okay, so we're going to be on a timer. We're only going 2 rounds of work, 40 seconds of work and 20 seconds of rest. So for some of us, that could perhaps be slightly annoying. It's quite a good solid break. So push yourself in your 40 seconds. Try to find that measure of push and intensity where you really want and need those 20 seconds of rest. We are going to start off with a lunge and rotate. I'm going to run us through what we've got. Of course, if you don't have kettlebells, then you can use dumbbells. And I'll show you what we got. So I'm going to hold one kettlebell up at a goblet hold in my chest. You're going to take your static lunge position, make sure the hips are squared off. Go ahead and run through this with me. Either hold a plank or set this up on your own just to kind of get your warm-up still going. But you lunge, drop that back knee, and rotate over the thighs. We're going to do both sides. Then we're going to do a single leg deadlift. So holding our dumbbell or kettlebell in your right arm, the right leg would go up. 40 seconds on one side, 40 seconds on the other. Then we're going to do a Mary Katherine, which is a jump lunge. So just a little bit of extra intensity today. You can do a lunge and a tuck or a little shuffle lunge if you don't jump. Our wiper plank, getting into a little more focused core. Take your high plank position, take your knee, elbow. 40 seconds on one side, 40 seconds on the other. Then we get that pistol sit. Ooh, this might be low. This might be too low. We'll see. Okay, so squaring off the hips, you're going to stick one leg forward, sit all the way down, and then the goal is to be able to press back up using just your body weight. And we'll get into that single side leg, each side. Oh, I do have the Patrick step also. So you'll hold the bell on your leg that's supported on the ground. Your knee's going to pass over the toes, and that heel drops forward. All right, so if you don't have a box, you're going to get 2 rounds of those. And then our leg overs, you're going to set your bell on the ground. That is our target point. Hands behind, or you can lift, but you can't collapse in your trunk and torso. And we're going to lift our leg up and over the bell, getting into that quad and hip flexor. All right, so hopefully we're ready to go. I'm going to start with my 44-pound kettlebell. Extra challenge, like I said, we're going to get those breaks, and we only have 2 sets through. Ready, set, and go. All right, getting everything squared off. You're going to lunge, drop, and rotate over. So that's where our core comes in, is that extra little twist. Drop, straight down, drive up through that heel. Your reps are up to you. Pull that belly strong. That rotation throws off the balance. Use flexion through the thighs constantly. So you're not going to let go of that flexion ever, ever. Lock and load. All right, we're going to take our 20-second break and enjoy a down dog. Not for the whole duration. So remember, we want to drive that chest back towards your thighs. And let's get set up for our other side. So now the left leg is forward, right leg is back. Here we go. Lock and load. Feel that flexion. Upper back stays really strong. You're trying to find that rotation through the mid back, holding your core strong and flexed. Time. All right, single leg deadlifts are next, but we're going to enjoy that down dog again. Drive your chest back. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. Feel your shoulder blades slide down. Okay, bring it back in. Left hand holds the dumbbell or kettlebell. Right leg on the ground. Hinge forward. We are trying to lift the back leg at the same rate as the chest and shoulders drop. Belly strong. Upper back strong. And then you should feel the push through the glute and hamstring on that lower leg, the driving leg. Time. Okay, back to that down dog. Go ahead and walk back in. Set up, right arm holds that bell. If you struggle with balance, you can hold your fingertips on something and go. Or sometimes it helps to hold 2 weights, 2 dumbbells, 2 kettlebells, so even out that weight distribution. But over time, you want to try to hold with the one arm. See if you can tell whether or not those hips are staying level. If you're feeling anything in the low back, grab your core a little more. Time. Okay, back to our quick down dog. And then we get our Mary Katherines. Up that heart rate just a bit. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Try to get your full drop, full range, as opposed to staying high. Still getting your hips to square off. This is where we build that intensity. Time. Good job. All right, then we get our wiper planks. If you don't plank, then just stay on your hands and knees. Otherwise, we're going to hit up that high plank. Keep track of our time. Ready? And go. Feel the belly. Pull the knee up. Feel that belly button. Try to drive back towards your spinal column. Keep your shoulders up over the wrists. Sliding the shoulder blades down. We're going to get that break. So stay with me. 7 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Hit up that down dog, or you can just go for a child's pose. So these, obviously, total focused core, but we sneak the legs in. 3, 2, and 1, because that supporting leg has to get quite a lot of quad activation to hold the hips steady and stable so that they're not rocking side to side. Find your intensity. Find that extra grab. 10 seconds. Time. Whew. Enjoy that little break. And then we're going to get our pistol sit. All right, trying to square off the hips. The higher the box or bench, obviously the easier it's going to be. Line that knee and toe. Keep the belly still strong. Lifted chest. Whew. Feel that the four corners of your foot, finding that stability. If you happen to be barefoot, you can feel your arch working to support everything on that side. Time. Oh. All right, enjoy your down dog. Tuck the ears back. Okay, let's get ready for that other side. For me, left leg. See what happens. Second side. How is this side compared to the right? Drive up through that heel. Get your glute to work. I keep calling focus and notice to the glutes because that is seemingly very difficult for a lot of us to find, to recruit, and to grab. Time. All right, we're going to go to that Patrick step. I'm going to try my bigger bell. I'm going to start right leg first. So keep track of your knee. So watch that the knee doesn't fall in or out. You want to keep your hips level and stable. Good stretch through your Achilles and calf. Now, if this bothers your knee at all, you back off. so you don't bend your leg quite as far forward. And you start to learn which direction that knee wants to fall so that you're ready to stay strong. Take a break, hinge over that bell, shift your hips. Now we'll get that other side. All right, left arm and left leg. Square up, make sure those toes are straight ahead in front of the heel, so we're not angled in or out. How does this side feel compared to the other? Check in the core, the upper back. Time. Okay, set your bell in the middle of your mat, dumbbell or kettlebell. This is going to be a high one to get up and over. So, lots of core here. You can use your hands behind to help lift. Maybe if you have a couple books or blocks or dumbbells behind also. Ooh. Get a little extra heat on that quad. Lifted chest, tug and tighten through the core. Feel it engage. Ooh. Gets tough not to lean back. 3, 2. Okay, take that left leg and fold it behind. Get that quad to stretch. So let your body lean back, stretch your quad, and then we're going to go hitting up that other side. 4 seconds, lift nice and high. Here we go. Oh, big activation here. Gotta work those quads, Kelly. Whew. Make sure the leg stays straight, right? So pull the toes back, flex that quad. As you can tell, a lot of heat there for me. Getting into that hip flexor. Time. Fold that leg back. Okay, we get our lunge and rotate. Only 1 set left. Get your bell. Ready, set, and go. Squared off hips. Now we know what's coming. It's old news to the body, but we are a little tired, should be. Woo! All right. Downward facing dog. Push your hips up and back. You can bend your knees, remember. But then maybe once you push your chest back, you try straightening those legs. Ready, set, and go. Other side. Accept the challenge. Laugh at yourself a little. Get a little messed up. It's okay. Time. All right. Back to that down dog. Back to your right leg forward. Single leg deadlift. Find the core. Here we go. Just like with our Patrick step and our pistol sit, we want the knee to track with the toes. However, this one, we don't want the knee to pass beyond the toes. See if you can keep your back leg straight and pointed straight at the ground. Time. Okay, down dog. Walk it up. Other side. Line up. Feel that flexion and go. The key to balance is keeping flexed, at least for me. So you get the core, and then you get that leg flexed in, and you don't stop flexing and contracting at any point in your move. Look at something on the ground not moving. That'll help as well. Time. Push those hips up and back. Hide your ears inside your arms. Slide the shoulder blades down. And then get ready for your Mary Katherines. Whew. Here we go. Try to keep your feet straight ahead, hip width, knees and toes lined up, chest tall. Stitch your hips back so that you feel those glutes work you. The quads will help, don't worry. Find your glutes. Time. We're going to get our planks next. Tucking that one knee up. Here we go. Find your high plank. Flex that quad. Pull your knee from your left to right elbow. If you need to just hold a plank, that's fine. You can really feel here that grab side to side. Still pulling that low belly as tight as you can. Time. Take a break. Find your down dog if you can. Slide those shoulder blades down. Pull your elbows so they point straight back. Grab the belly. Slide forward. Right leg flexed. Bring that left leg in. Stay with it. Focus on that belly grab. Stay. Come on. Time. Whew. Okay, you're gonna have your pistol sit, and then our Patrick step. Ready, set, and go. Slide it down. It should be a little tougher this time. Trying to drop with control. Both sides, both directions make a difference. That drop with control is just as important as the drive back up. In fact, as we age, it's actually that dropping down that we really have to watch, take a break, find and focus on. Let's find that down dog again. This is such a great pose. Eventually, for a recovery pose. If it's not recovery for you yet, don't worry about it. You'll get there. Watch that knee. This is my side. I've got to watch. Fixing that tendency for the knee to fall in, though, is also going to correlate to better walking patterns, healthier knees, less pain and suffering. Time. Woo. Hinge over those legs. We have our Patrick step next. Left leg, left arm. Here we go. Feel that quad. Feel your glute. Time. You feel that sneaky core in there? I hope so. It's there. Even if you don't feel it yet, it's there. Keep challenging that core. We need it. We should be using it all the time. Supporting the spine, even when we're seated. Surprisingly enough, I have to watch mine when I'm cooking. I'm at the counter very long. I start rounding forward. I start losing posture. So I got to work on it. Time. Oof. Okay, leg overs. I'm going to start on my right side this time. Hug your knees in. Set it up. 3, 2, and go. Tug that belly button back. See if you can sit up over those hips. My leg never felt so heavy. Remember how difficult those abductions used to be though. Pull this leg back. Those side plank abductions or Copenhagen's. Oh, it's fun hitting little moves like this and realizing we still have so much to work on. Keeps us humble. I think it keeps things exciting and not boring. Try not to get discouraged. Just work on something new. Oy! Totally rounding. Come on. 3, 2, and 1. Ugh. Pull that leg back. All right, well, friends, we did it. 2 rounds through. A little drippy. Super solid. You should have felt the work. All right. Get your bell out of the way. And we are going to start with our long lunge. So let's take that left leg forward, right leg back, slide in. Plant onto your right hand if you can, and then let your hips rock out to the right. That's a deep inhale. And then rock to the left. Deep exhale. One more time. Rock out to the right. Plants firmly onto that hand, and then rock to the left. Exhale. Let's go ahead and get our hamstring on the front leg. Pull the chest toward the toes. Pull your right hip forward toward your left toe. So you're like scissoring the hips almost. See if you can curl your back toes under. Keep your left foot there. And then we're going to sit back. So it's a different type of stretch. You won't feel near as much, at least I don't, in the hamstring as I do when we stay forward, but it's a good stretch for the bottom of your foot. Okay, we're going to come back forward and get the quad. So bring that left leg back forward. You're going to plant onto your right hand. See if you can grab that right leg with your left hand. Open through the chest. Push the hips forward. So make it an active stretch. Check in with your breath. I find it fascinating that they have found that sighing helps with our sympathetic nervous system. All right, let's switch to the other side. Which I don't know about you, but when things get a little bit chaotic or crazy or frustrating, sigh seems to be in order. Open out to the left. And it's our body still knowing that that's how we can calm our nervous system down. Slide to the right, that's your inhale. And slide to the left. So maybe today or tomorrow and tomorrow. Just notice when you sigh, maybe you need to stop, take a little break, take a few more deep breaths, close your eyes, lift your head, take in some fresh air, get outside for a second. Okay, hinge back. Let's find our hamstring. I do think the body tries to tell us things a lot. Headaches, stomach aches, tight necks, pinched backs. It's not always how you slept. It's not always from your workout. A lot of times it can be from other factors All right, curl those back toes under. Slide back. Sit on that heel. Okay, push yourself forward. Right leg steps forward just a bit. See if you can catch that back left foot with your right hand. Open the chest. Actively drop and push your quad forward toward the ground as you pull that heel in. Fantastic job. Take time for yourself. Give back to yourself. Encourage yourself. Try not to beat yourself up. I know that's how motivation works for some people in the world, is to yell angry remarks at yourself in the mirror, hinge over your legs. So if that works for you, fine. But try to find some time in your day to also applaud yourself, recognize what you have done, what you've made it through, what you achieved. All right, great work. Make sure you make it back tomorrow, and I'll see you then.